Hello everyone, this is Joni from Designs by Joni L. And I am finally coming back to you with what I've been trying to do for a good while, is trying to take this tray and just work on it a little bit and get some decoupage on it. And hopefully it will turn out pretty. I haven't had this tray very long. I bought it probably about 4 months ago, I'd probably say, and it's a pretty tray, but it will not match my bedroom furniture because my furniture is sort of a lightish antique cream color, and that's the way I fixed Tanya's cabinets for her, and she loves them. I also did another bedroom outfit in it, and we all love that. So I thought I would just fix the tray to sort of blend in with the bedroom furnitures, or most of my other furniture. My other furniture is just regular, you might say I'm eclectic. Anything I think's pretty, I put it in my house and go ahead with it. I don't stay to one particular design all the time. But what I'm going to do is, this is going to be longer than some of the tutorials that I have done, but I'm going to break it up into probably, I'm thinking it might take 3, I'm not sure, and the ones that I'm breaking it up into will not be all that long, I'm hoping, because I'm going to have to paint it, and I have to give it 2 coats, and then, since this is bamboo wood, it may be a little bit harder to cover these spots that you see in here. That's the way bamboo wood looks like. And so after I give the 2 coats, then I'm going to come back and I'm going to try to sort of antique it a little bit, you know, hit it a few times here and a few times there, but I don't want to get it really nasty. I just want it to look worn. That's what I want. And then I will go ahead and do the antiquing part of it with the stain. And hopefully that will not take too terribly long. And then that will have to dry, and I may have to give it another coat. I'm not sure about that either. And then I will put the tissue paper down, napkins down on it, and put the decoupage, and then I'll have to put the coat over top of that. So all in all, it seems like it may be a little bit longer than what I am normally doing, but at the same time I'm going to try to get it going faster by just sort of speeding it up, because it doesn't have any legs or anything like that on it, and that is one thing that is good. So I will be happy about that. I don't have to mess with the legs. And I have fixed furniture for years and years and years. It seems like I'm always saying years and years and years, but it's the truth. And so when I see something that I like, but I think I would like it better fixed another way, I just say, well, I'll just get that and I'll paint it and do it over and it'll look pretty. So that's what I did with this. We had a new store that came in down here, and we went down to see what all they had and everything, and so I saw this tray, and it was at a really good price because they were having a lot of sales to get their business going, and so I bought it. I think it was about $12, something like that, maybe not that much. And so I bought it and brought it home, and I thought I was going to do it right away, but I am a notoriously person. I'm a person who notoriously puts things off. That's the way I'll put that down. And I go from one thing to something else, and I'm not careful. I'm going to be painting my tripod legs, and I don't want to do that because I'd rather keep them black. But this is big enough to where it is a little bit challenging to get it all on my desk and everything. So I hope that everything is all right with it, and you all are seeing everything. I couldn't believe when I was looking at my ornament picture, where I'm not picture, video, and I had so much of that ornament back away from the camera, and I didn't really realize that. And when I was making it, and I'm always really noticing that, I'm always conscientious about that, to make sure that I look to see if everything's in the picture, in the camera and line. And I thought I was, but evidently I wasn't, because there was a lot of it that I could have been much more closer to the camera, much closer to the camera, I should say, and not outside of its viewing range. So that's the way it goes. But it still turned out okay. You could see what I was talking about. And I guess that's the main thing. You know what a person's talking about. And so I've got some new ideas on a few of the things that I'm going to be doing. So I'm hoping that you all will like those when I get ready to put them out. And which probably will be this week, maybe a couple, but I have several projects to do, but it's just that I put them off because I think of something else I want to do, so I'll go do that, and I'm going to have to quit doing that, so I'm hoping it'll all work out in the end. That's the way I usually think about things. Try not to let myself stress too much over things, because I don't think it's good for a person to stress. I think we talked about that the last time with the ornaments. My daughter had to cut a bunch of that out because it was too long, and so she had to cut a bunch of the stuff out that I did want to tell you guys that I had been able to use that had been good for me. And maybe I'll get a chance in this video to tell you all about what I had to cut out of my ornament video. But what I was telling her, or what I was telling you guys, was I have had problems with inflammation in my body. And for a long time now, and the doctors just tell me, oh, well, we can have surgery, but I don't want to have surgery. So I just deal with it best I can. And so I have been doing that now for a long, long time. And then one day I was talking to my daughter, and I said, I said, I don't know why, but I said, I am craving, I feel like I'm actually craving green tea. And I said, I don't understand that. I said, because I'm not that crazy about it. And I said, but I think I'm going to get some when we go to the store. And maybe it will quench that craving. So we went to the store, and I saw the green tea there. It was Bigelow. And I saw it, and it had regular decaf, and then it had with mint. And I always had liked mint, so I thought, well, that's what I'll get. I'll get the green tea with mint. And so I got it and brought it home. And, oh, to me it tasted delicious, and that was sort of unusual to me because, like I say, I never had really been overly fond of green tea, so I always preferred the flavored ones of all of the really nice flavored ones. And so I came home and I started drinking it. And I didn't pay any attention to anything. And just kept drinking. I'd get up, and I would only have 1 cup a day. And I'd fix a cup usually in the evening. And I would drink it. and I enjoyed it thoroughly. And I kept doing that for, I'm going to think, probably about a month. And when about a month had rolled around, I thought, something's different. I don't know what it is, but there's something different with me. What is it? And I thought, great day in the morning. You're not having any of that pain that you usually have. And I thought, what could be doing that? Wonder what in the world's going on. So this is the way I process my information. Oh, I'm something else. But anyway, I started wondering what in the world had happened to my inflammation, that I wasn't as sore as I had been. And I was feeling much better and everything. So I started thinking, what has changed? What am I doing differently that I wasn't doing? And I thought, so I was getting ready to go fix my tea. And I went and I fixed my tea, and I thought, well, that's one thing that's different. You're drinking tea, and it has mint in it. And green tea is supposed to be good for you, so I thought, maybe it's that. So I thought, well, let's just not rock the boat and keep drinking our tea, and we'll find out. So I kept drinking the green tea, and kept on going on and on. And I kept getting better and better, and the inflammation didn't hurt at all, and before it would really give me problems. So I told Tanya, I said, I believe that tea is helping me. And she said, well, if you think it is, keep it up and keep drinking it. So I kept drinking it. And then probably I went on like that for maybe 3 months. And then, out of a clear blue sky, I went to the pantry one morning. And I had other teas in my pantry. So I saw that Bigelow Earl Grey. And I love Earl Grey tea. And I thought, well, I think I'm going to drink some Earl Grey today, because it's been a good while since I've had any of that. So I started drinking Earl Grey tea. And it was about probably 4 days, maybe not that long, until I started having the symptoms that I had before. Hurting and having pain and all this other stuff. And I thought, what in the world? Now that stuff is back. Now why would that stuff be back hurting me like that? So I started thinking again, processing all that information. And the next morning I got up and I started to fix my Earl Grey tea. And I looked at that, and I looked at the mint tea sitting beside it, the green mint. And I looked at that and I thought, that's exactly what it is. You've stopped drinking the green tea with mint. And now you're starting to hurt again. So you should have seen me putting the Earl Grey back in the cabinet. And so I put it back in the pantry and pulled out the Earl Grey, not the Earl Grey, the green tea, and started drinking it again. Probably about 4 days, it started easing up again. And by this time, I am a complete person who believes that it's the tea that's helping me. And so I have kept drinking it since then. I'm not having the problems that I was. And I'm not saying that it has healed it, but it just doesn't have the pain associated with it that I did. And I think that if I were to watch my diet like I am supposed to anyway, I think that would help even more. So I will try to start watching my diet more and not eating the things I'm not supposed to. And so I was just telling you all about that on my video, because I know what it's like to have something wrong and you can't find out. The doctors, well, they know, but my goodness, who wants to have surgery and everything. So I'm just drinking the tea, and that's why I was going to tell you guys about it. And I did on my video, but then, like I said, it was too long, and we had to cut some of it out, and it happened to be the green tea part. And that's, I made some references to different things that you all probably didn't understand what I was talking about. But I was talking about the green tea with mint. Now, I don't know if the mint has anything to do with it, but let's just put it this way. Every time I go to the store, I buy a box of green tea with mint, because I'm not going to take a chance that it's the mint in it that's helping the green tea. So why fix something when it's not broken? Is the way I feel about that. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm drinking my green tea with mint, and I'm getting along much better than what I was before. And hopefully, if any of you have any problems like that, you'll say, oh, well, that might help me. Let me try it at least. You know, there's nothing wrong with trying. And that's what I did, and it sure did help a lot. Now, I'm going to have to turn this thing around. It's going to be something else to paint like this. But it is amazing how things like that do work and help a person. And you don't miss it. You can have pain forever, and then, if you're like me, and then you don't have it anymore, and you don't miss it for a while. And then all of a sudden you'll think, gee, something's going on. What's different? Oh, I'm not having all that pain that I was having. And I always have my mind on other things anyway. So it feels good to actually be able to go out shopping and do a lot of the things that I like to do without all of the pain that I was having before that. And this is going on for not months, it's going on for years. It's probably been 10 years or more. And I just wouldn't give in to surgery. I'd have been better off probably if I had, but I don't like surgery. My daughter was a surgical RN, and so, yeah. I've heard too many things that I don't care for, so if it's necessary, then that's fine. If it's elective, I'm not going to have it. But don't go in an emergency situation either. So that's what I was talking about. My husband told me I was going to get in trouble practicing medicine without a license. But I told him I wasn't practicing medicine without a license. I was just giving people the information about some of the results I had had with different things. And he always teased me like that. But I don't know. My sisters would call me too and Joni, what's wrong with me? I'm having this and this and this. I've had a lot of problems in my life with illness. So I have gone through a lot, so I think I've covered the gamut just about. There are some things that I haven't and I don't want ever to have, so I've had enough of the other things to do me. And I'm getting my thing, my little green mat, dirty, dirty white. It's not a dirty white, it's a white, but I'm going to, this is hard. This hard stuff is really hard to get off, I think. My hands especially. I have never used chalk paint before. Like I said when I first put out my first video, there are a lot of things that I did to use in crafting, and then there were things that I had not used. And I always just used the regular paints, not the chalk paint and things like that. So this is just about painted with the first coat, and it's covered really well, other than this right back here. And it really does, it covers well. I think with a different type of wood it would probably cover better. But we've got what we got. So, I'm hoping that this will turn out really pretty, because it's nice when you're sick to have a nice... I have a tray that has the things that keep your books in and all that stuff, but I just thought this would be pretty for decoupage. So that's basically why I bought it. Because like I say, I've already got one that has the sides in it and that holds your books and everything. Papers, whatever. And I really don't use it. So I'm not figuring on I'll be using this, but it would be nice to have it if I do. Have to have it. And two, it should make a very good tutorial. And I do like things like this. And I think that is all I'm going to be able to do for it until that dries. And I'm supposed to wait 2 hours before I give the second coat. So I guess I'm going to have to shut the camera off and wait and put the other coat on and see how it does. And if it works really nicely, that would be great. But I hope it comes off of my mat really well too, because I don't like stuff on my mat. I can't stand for something to look messy. I think that did a pretty good job. Okay, well, I'm going to turn off the camera, and then I'll come back and do the next painting on this, the second painting, and hope that it turns out really pretty. I'll talk with you guys later. Bye-bye.